Hello beautiful people. If you guys have watched my channel for a while, you know that about 97% of my fragrance collection and the fragrances that I share here on YouTube are mostly blind bought. So I decided to come out with this new series on the channel called Adventures in Blind Buying. And Adventures in Blind Buying will consist of fragrances that are wins, fragrances that are okay, and fragrances that are, total fails. If you guys are interested, please stay tuned to find out which fragrances I have in this first episode in the series of Adventures of Blind Buying. Guys, before I show you my first fragrance that is a total win for me, if you are finding me for the first time, or even if you've been here for a while but you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything. It's actually free. It helps the channel out. Also, thumbs up the video if you like what you see, and leave me comment in the comment section. But the first fragrance that was a win for me, I got this fragrance from fragrance.net, and it's by the house of Liquid Imaginaires. I have always wanted Liquid Imaginaires fragrance, Dom Rosa. I wanted Dom Rosa, but I couldn't get it on sale. And on this channel, I have to have a discount. I mostly buy fragrances that are discounted. So I couldn't get Dom Rosa, and then the other one called Blanche Bet, something like that. I will leave a picture of that one. That one, people says it has like coconut in the fragrance, and I really want to try that fragrance, but whenever I go on Joma's shop, it's sold out. I wanted it at a discount, and I will get it at a discount. So when I was on fragrance.net, I typed in Liquid Imaginaires, and this particular fragrance called Tapes Voilette. This fragrance, the fragrance note is actually what caught my eye, and then I read reviews on Fragrantica and I decided to go with this fragrance. So this is from Liquid Imaginaires. I got it for a really good price. This fragrance has jasmine, it has iris, it has sandalwood, it has bergamot, some spices. It also has tank bean. This fragrance, when I tell you this is a total win for me, this is a total win for me. The dry down, which is woody and powdery, it's so beautiful, it's so well done that I fell in love with the fragrance. Love the violets in this fragrance. It picks through. It's floral, it's aromatic, it's a little bit earthy. Dry down is woody and powdery. Performs very well. It has moderate projection, it has a moderate sillage, and it lasts for about 7 hours, like 6 to 7 hours, and then it's a true skin scent. But if you spray it on your clothes, you can push it all the way to about maybe 8 to 9 hours if you put the fragrance on your clothes. So it's high performing for me, and for the price that I got the fragrance for, and then the performance of the fragrance, this is a total win in this blind buy adventure. I move on. From the house of Frank Buchler, this house, I found out about this house from Marcy here on YouTube, and once again I wanted to buy the house, but I wanted to buy a fragrance from the house, but I wanted a discount. So when I went on Fragrantica, I typed in the name, and a couple of the fragrances from that house popped out. I researched about this fragrance. It has patchouli in it. It has saffron. It opens with saffron. It has rose in the middle. The base of the fragrance has moth, patchouli, oud, and vanilla. So if you guys know me, I love oud and I love patchouli. So the patchouli sold me. And when you first spray this fragrance on, seriously, it does open with saffron. And the saffron in here, it's very light, it's not heavy. The saffron in here is like a cloud when the fragrance opens. Give it about maybe 20 minutes. You start to get the rose in the middle, and then give it another 20 minutes. When it dries down, you definitely get the patchouli, you definitely get the oud. But then wait, there is more. Give this fragrance about 2 hours, then it turns into Sushi Imperiale. It has this licorice, minty, clove vibe to the fragrance. I tell you, this fragrance lasts for days. When people say fragrance lasts for days, guys, this one lasts for days. My daughter, this has become her favorite fragrance. She put this fragrance on Friday, and Saturday morning she came to hug me, and I could still smell it on her. No, actually Saturday afternoon, and I smelled it on her, and I said, hey, did you put on the fragrance again? And she said no. And she said, Mom, you can still smell it. I said, I can smell it on your skin. She said, no, I didn't spray anything on. I even took a bath this morning. That's how long lasting this fragrance is. It's even in her sheets up till now. You can still smell this fragrance. This is called Rebel. This is truly a Rebel fragrance. It's the chameleon vibe that this fragrance gives that it's like amazing to me. The fact that it's such a different fragrance when, you know, it dries down, it's so amazing. And I love Sushi Imperiale. I love that fragrance. And for this to like give me the saffron, the light cloudy saffron, and then it gives me the rose. You get the rose, you get the patchouli, you get the oud, you even get the vanilla in this fragrance. Give it, you know, a few hours, this fragrance changes totally. It changes totally into a different fragrance. When you smell this, after about maybe 3 hours, you do not even know that it's the same fragrance. It doesn't come off as a fragrance that has patchouli. It comes off as a fragrance that has licorice. It has cloves. It has some mint. It's so good, and it's beast. It's a beast in the projection. This fragrance is beast mode. This fragrance leaves a good scent trail, and it lasts for days. I move on. Guys, I'm gonna leave my not so, you know, my like, and then the fails towards the end of the video. So the next fragrance is from the house of Merchant of Venice, and I discovered this house through Veronica Says here on YouTube. She talked about this particular fragrance called Andalusian Soul, and I decided to buy it. Once again, I really wanted to buy this fragrance at a discount, so I went on fragrance.net. It was sold out. I went on Joma shop, couldn't find it. Then I went back on fragrance.net again after a couple of, you know, weeks, and this fragrance was there, so I bought this fragrance. Some people say that they don't like the cookie dough scent that this fragrance leaves on your skin, but for me, that is what makes this fragrance so amazing on my skin. It also has this burnt caramel or burnt sugar, like it reminds me of Pink Sugar by Aquilina. That burnt sugar note in there that I don't like in Pink Sugar, Aquilina Pink Sugar. I actually love it in this fragrance. So let me tell you guys, this has rum, acacia, it has incense in the opening. Middle has labdanum, sage, and rose. The base of the fragrance has vanilla, amber, and civet. I do not get any animalic vibes from the civet in this fragrance. I think maybe it's giving the fragrance the body and the strength that the fragrance, you know, gives out. What I get, it's a sweet vanilla, like almond vanilla cookie, not even cookie dough. I do get like a sweet vanilla, you know, or almond vanilla cookie. That is what I get from this fragrance. It's so beautiful. It gave me about maybe 5 hours when I wore this fragrance. It doesn't project, you know, like beast mode projection, by any stretch of the word. It gives you like maybe semi moderate projection, but for you smell it on your skin for about 5 hours. That is what I get from this fragrance. So this is a total win for me. I love it's a little bit, powdery. I don't get the rum in this fragrance. I do get just a little bit leather vibes, and I think it's from the Laverne. I do get that a little bit of a leather vibe, but the most thing that I get from this fragrance is that cookie, that vanilla almond cookie vibes that this fragrance gives. That is what I get. It's so beautiful on my skin. I can't get enough of this fragrance. I have actually paired this fragrance with Vanilla 28, which brought out the vanilla more in Andalusian. So yeah, this is a total win for me. I will buy this again. If I run out of this, I will buy it again. And I'm glad I actually went with Andalusian. So sometimes I will read reviews that are negative, but in the negative there might be something that I like that somebody doesn't like, and I love that cookie dough. Or for me, it doesn't come off cookie dough, it come off as almond vanilla cookies. That's what I get. That is what I get from this fragrance. Moving on. So from the house of Stefan Herbert Lucas, I always wanted to buy from this house, guys. I wanted to try God on Fire, and there is one that is in a red bottle that I want, but when I check the price and then it's only 50 mls, I'm like, no. it has to have a discount. And so once again I checked fragrance.net. Guys, do not sleep on fragrance.net. I checked fragrance.net and they do have the house, but they don't have all the popular ones that everybody talks about that you see on Instagram. They don't have it. And I actually learned about this house from Nika Max here on YouTube. Yeah, Nika. So I learned about the house from Nika. She had a beautiful reel on Instagram that introduced me to that house, so to this house. And I decided when I went on fragrance.net, this is the fragrance that, when I read the note, I decided to go with this fragrance. So this one is called Rose de Petra. This one is fresh, it's aromatic, it's fruity, it has rose, it has lychee, it has pomegranate, it also has Bulgarian rose, it has cardamom, pink, nana pink pepper, and then cumin. When I tell you, this is such a beautiful, dusty, lemony rose fragrance, I cannot express that enough. It's so beautifully done. It's very alluring. It's very smooth. The fragrance lasts on your skin for about maybe 8 hours when you spray it. And I tend to, overspray my fragrances. So it gave me a good 8 hours. It's very fresh. It's powdery and dusty at the same time. Oh my God. And the rose in here. Oh my God, the lychee in this fragrance is very juicy. Ooh, and tropical. This is such a tropical fragrance. This fragrance is a fragrance that I see myself wearing on vacation. This is a fragrance that I see wearing all the time, like all seasons I can wear this fragrance. This is so fresh. This will be like a fresh winter fragrance. That, if you want something not so heavy during the winter months, you can use this. Just like if you want something fresh and light for spring and summer, you can still use this fragrance. That is how versatile this fragrance is on my skin and to my nose. I do see myself wearing this during cold winter months that I want to feel fresh. I don't want anything so heavy. This will do. This Rose de Petra, I'm so glad I went with this fragrance. It's so beautiful. It's nicely done. It's an amazing fragrance from the house of Stefan Herbert Lucas. Moving on. So from the house of Lattafa, this one is called Hayeti Gold Elixir. And I bought this fragrance because I wanted to try a leather fragrance that is not overwhelming, that is not, overpowering. And so when I read the notes and I saw that it has leather, it has saffron, it has bergamot, it has vetiver, it has musk, I decided, okay, it's very affordable, so let me try it. This one, it's not my favorite. It's not a total fail, but it's more, like so-so for me. For the price that I bought it for, it's an okay fragrance, but it's not like a win for me. The dry down has this, leather note. It has a leather note that is harsh. It's the leather note in here that is making the fragrance like screechy. That is not working for me. It's not, even though the leather is not overpowering, but it's screechy. That's what I have to say. So the leather in here is not like hitting you in the face leather, right? I love the fact that the fragrance has saffron in here, and the saffron is well done in this fragrance, but it's the leather that is screechy in this fragrance that it's making it like not a win. And the saffron in this fragrance is making this not a total fail for me. So it's like so-so for me. I'm going to give it some more, try, see over that screechiness of the leather in this fragrance. I'm not getting the greenness that I'm thinking I was gonna get, in the dry down, but it's vanillic too. There is vanilla in here that is well done. There are good things about this fragrance. It's just that it's the leather that is too screechy for me that I cannot handle right now. So that is why this is not a total fail, and it's also not a total win for me. Moving on. Guys, so from the house of Jupe, I got this fragrance. It's a vanilla fragrance. It's called Laverne. And Veronica says here on YouTube actually spoke about this vanilla fragrance, and lately I've been on a vanilla kick. Anything vanilla, like I'm craving it. So when she talked about this fragrance, I decided, okay, it's very affordable. I was on fragrance.net buying other fragrances, so I just added it to the cart. This fragrance has vanilla, of course. It has bergamot, it has cedar, it has rose, it has lily of the valley. So these are notes that I'm thinking I'm going to like. And of course, I've been craving vanilla fragrances. Guys, this one is a total fail for me. It's a total fail for me because it has aldehydes. And it's not the fact that it has high aldehydes that is making it a total fail for me. It's the fact that this fragrance is not giving me vanilla. When I spray this on my skin, guys, I'm not getting vanilla. I'm getting very cheap like body mist. That is what I'm getting. I'm getting a very cheap body mist that has a little bit of lily of the valley. It has a little bit of rose, but it's cheaply done. I'm sorry, on my skin it comes off so cheap. Oh my god. And not because the fragrance is affordable, but the juice in the fragrance on my skin doesn't do anything whatsoever. It comes off very cheap body spray. I could go to TJ Maxx and get a $6 body spray that will be okay on my skin better than this fragrance. I don't get vanilla at all. I don't get vanilla at all. I'm not sure if I should pair it with another fragrance to see if I would like it. But for now, this one is a total fail for me. I move on. Guys, so another fragrance that was a total fail for me is from Serge Lutens, and this is Fleur d'Orange. This fragrance is a total fail. Total fail. It smells so cheap. It smells like cheap shampoo when I put it on. I cannot save this fragrance. I paired it with Bath and Body Works Bergamot and Neroli. It did not work. It came up like cheap orange shampoo, and I couldn't get over it. I couldn't wait to wash off the fragrance from my skin. That's how much this is a total fail for me, to the point that I sprayed it once. Actually, I've sprayed it not once. I've sprayed it two times. No, I'm lying. 3 times, because the first day I tried it on, and then I worked with it by itself, and then I layered it. So 3 times did not work for me at all. So this one is a total fail for me, and this one is the one that I have to declutter from my fragrance collection. I move on. Guys, thank you so much for your support. Do not forget to thumbs up the video. Also leave comments in the comment section. If you haven't subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Until I see you on another video, stay blessed, smell fabulous, and bye for now.